if it is not a constitutional requirement, then we even have no role in this matter. And we must appreciate that the president and indeed the executive has been very magnanimous that to seek, because we are the people's representatives, including officers who are serving in the National Youth Service, those serving in the National Police Service, and those serving in our defense forces. We represent them as representatives of the people. Honorable Speaker, it is important for this House to be able to consider certain questions that linger in the minds of Kenyans. For instance, if we are going to deploy any of our armed forces or servicemen anywhere, are we going to incur money that should have been appropriated by this House? I therefore find it to be a fallacy, Honorable Speaker, that this House would even be questioning why we are being asked to ask questions. Because, Honorable Speaker, just like the President was magnanimous enough to ask that his cabinet secretaries be accountable to the House and to the people of Kenya through their elected representatives, Honorable Speaker, it is the same thing the executive is seeking to be accountable to the people of Kenya who are represented here by us as members of Parliament. And, Honorable Speaker, I therefore find that that message is properly before this House, and the committee, as you have directed, should be able to consider it and answer those pertinent questions. Top among them for me, Honorable Speaker, we never appropriated any resources to deploy forces outside of this country other than what we approved for the Kenya Defense Forces in the DRC. Therefore, if we are deploying our police service to Haiti, who is going to pay for the bill? I am waiting for the committee to deal with that question and tell us whether we need to appropriate more resources or whether someone else is paying, because if it is a UN mission, then the rest of the world should be able to pay for our servicemen. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable, yes, Kenyan. I don't want to encourage this. All the honorable members, I will allow a contribution on a matter that has controversy. This is very straightforward. The honorable and I has clearly misread the Constitution and misdirected his mind. Because under Article 240 is very clear. The National Security Council consists, among others, the Director General of the Police. If you want me to read it in full, is there any need? There is established a National Security Council. Order. The council consists of the President, the Deputy President, the Cabinet Secretary responsible for defense, the Cabinet Secretary responsible for foreign affairs, the Cabinet Secretary responsible for internal security, the Attorney General, the Chief of Defense, Kenya Defense Forces, the Director General of the National Intelligence Service, the Inspector General of the National Police Service. And then when you go on, it says, under Article 248, that the Council may, with approval of Parliament, deploy our forces, which include the police who sit in that Council, to any manner that has been described in the message. So, Honorable, and I think you are playing politics other than law. Because I know you know. Honorable members, I've got one more. No, go to the next order, sorry.